Today's episode contains reference to suicide, physical, and emotional abuse. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright, let's do this, man.
Right. Hello. Greetings. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell.
Where it doesn't burn.
Yeah.
No, that's actually a really good song from Saturday Night.
Oh. Yeah, hi. Welcome. Salutations. And hello. The last time on the bullshit, y'all went... I hate myself. You guys went to Camelot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you went to
That
Camelot.
went well.
It went so well.
It was great time.
You took a tour around the city.
Yeah.
Met all the lovely middle class people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the ones that didn't exist.
I'm gonna cry.
You went to go have the din din with Dana herself,
That
Queen
bitch.
Tilda, where you met Sir Arthur and Sir Gawain?
Gawain.
Gawain. Gawain. Mr. Wayne.
When are you gay, gay?
Mr. Anderson.
No.
Mine's cool. Anyways, you met them and had dinner. Lunch, I mean. Went to dinner. You had lunch. Anyways, I got my times right.
Yeah.
You had lovely conversations
That was great.
with the Queen.
Except for Hestia, who couldn't see or
Hestia couldn't see and did not speak a word at all. You also had dinner with Tessa, Hestia's mother.
Yeah.
Great time.
She's detestable.
Detestable. You learned some information, some valuable information, such as, one, Tessa's alive, not doing well.
Yeah, she looked pretty bad.
She did
She
great.
looked a might bit like shit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It was her personality shining through.
Yikes.
I looked a bit like shot.
I wish she looked shot.
Anyhow,
That's specific.
you also learned that dear, sweet, grand Kala
Did a terrible deed.
murdered the previous king, Dana's father, Jonathan Tilda.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Uh-huh. Sure.
We'll let you think that.
I don't think that Queen Tilda is an unbiased source of information.
Sounds biased.
Anywho, I would love it if that picked up on the microphone.
Probably does a little bit.
Probably a little bit.
Especially if we all stayed quiet for that one instant.
Yeah, pretty much. You also... What else did you find out?
I got drugs.
Oh, yeah, you got
Yeah.
some dirks.
Some joke.
Her father's still alive.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. That's
That was a
important.
big
thing.
That's
Yeah,
important.
Alexandros,
alive,
Hestia's
and
father,
she-
is alive and well.
And he also has like a whole army of Phoenix sorcerers.
Yeah.
Which
And
one of
ninjas.
which Hestia and the party and the gang met Baz?
Baz.
Baz.
Baz Brett.
That's great.
Yeah.
The door.
She was hot.
Yeah.
She was a...
Oh, yeah, the last embers. That's what they're called.
Yep, group The Last Embers. And Kala is something referred to as Supreme Phoenix.
Yeah. And nobody knows who Affy is.
No
apparently.
one has a clue who Affy is. She's not.
You've been
anywhere.
talking about it for weeks. I still have no clue.
We have means of communicating with her. You just have to give the word.
Well, didn't you get something specifically for it like a month ago?
Yeah, but I still haven't figured out what
Edge went out and bought a scroll that we could use to send a message.
Did pay you back.
And then, before we could use it, now Malio has the spell. Anyway, the other really important thing that happened last session, that's like the first thing in my notes, is these guys finally got it on.
Oh yeah!
That was like a huge...
Yeah.
I was going to mention that.
They
Ashtia.
finally got over themselves.
Ashtia became Ashtia.
Yikes.
Alright, then.
Anyway.
Moving along.
Yeah.
Anywho.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We even got like a a slow clap going. It was great.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, following the trip in Camelot, Torfin was left behind to be interrogated. Talk to Queen Tilda.
Nah, this dude's
That
dead.
was
He's dead.
painful.
You don't
He's
know
dead.
that.
Yeah.
He's dead.
100% he's dead.
100% dead.
We're
There's-
dead. We're dead. We did all we could.
He was a cool dude.
That's what we say to ourselves.
Yeah, rest in pieces.
You you made your way back to Lestalem, and then boarded the Discordier
Yep.
to find, to your delight, that a newcomer had joined the crew.
Oh my god, yes! I'm so
Vlad
sorry.
joins the party.
Much to Aaron and
All of
Ashton's
you would make
disdain.
great.
I love
Vlad.
Vlad. Ashley hates Vlad.
Following that revelation, that beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful
that was
revelation, you set out in the hopes to go to Cambridge, and then to Myro, and then somehow get to Midgar.
No, I specifically asked not to go to Myro.
Oh well.
We're going. We're going.
Why are we going to Myro? Wait,
Road
I thought we were going to province. Or all of
Province-
those
Myro is
Myro
in the
is in
province of Phil.
Okay, so all of those are in Provinceville. Let's just.
Yeah,
remember.
Myro-
Myro
Okay.
is a city in the province of Phil. It is Ashty's hometown.
Why wouldn't you want to go there?
Because
'Cause
he's got a
it's his
gigantic
hometown.
bounty.
Not,
on
not
his head.
exactly wanted in my
Are we-
province.
No,
Are we
you
on
are
the same
very
page?
wanted, actually.
Oh.
I
Anyway.
never got my gloves.
Oh yeah, we had to pick up your gloves.
Yeah.
Let's say we
We
did.
left him there.
Hey,
We
that's
left
awesome,
him.
Rocco.
You picked up your gloves.
Okay.
You picked up your gloves. They're very nice gloves.
Yay.
He's looking fresh to death.
Got them shoes and them gloves.
So, you reunited with your magical equipment as well.
Thank God.
Oh god.
Relief.
I don't use it anyways.
Anyhow, you set off to Cambridge in the open waters.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
College, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's actually a huge college city. Legit. Yeah. Anywho,
Life itself.
it has been almost a full day since you left Lestalem.
So it's now, what, Jan 22nd?
It is the 23rd.
I like how
I
nobody
like-
thought twice about like the strange bunch just bolting through the city.
Yep.
We were
Yeah.
running.
I mean,
Don't worry
do
about
you
it.
think
We were
if you
power
were a
walking.
human, would you want to stop us?
Probably not.
It is the 23rd. It is a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It is later in the day, reaching about 7:30 p.m. Not a.m. p.m. Later in the day. I also would like to put on record real fast, and for anyone that didn't look at it, so a clarification in regards to the provinces.
I did see that.
I did see
I
that.
didn't see that.
I will say it for the record, and for people who have yet to still go on Discord.
For those who are listening, they're all looking at me.
I'm not. I'm looking at my phone.
Please just go on Discord, man.
It would make life so much easier for you.
And to be fair,
For
to
those listening, he just flashed his phone at us, which has Discord pulled up.
to be
Very
fair,
sheepishly, might I add.
this man literally only works. So
Yeah.
he's at the same mental level as I am right now, which is exhaustion because we're so
Oh
understaffed.
no! Like
That's fair.
I feel because
No one is
Well-
taking that away from you.
no on the Discordier thing, I was trying to talk to Melio, but then I thought about it. I was like, probably this week is not a good week
Yeah,
to try to
literally.
talk to
No,
Melio.
He,
No.
he was like, "Hey, are you gonna reply to Aaron?" And I looked at it and I was like, "I can't right now."
No, literally, I thought about that.
I
I,
had
was
that
like,
conversation
there's,
with her yesterday.
yeah, I was like, there's. Granted, I was super busy this week
Yes.
too, so like I wouldn't. Have time.
Anywho,
I drew a tiny Ashty.
so I will repeat it for all of you so you can get some pronunciations down and for recording purposes. So the province of Tilda is simply referred to by most people as Tilda. That is the name of the actual land. The province of Phil it's referred to as the province of Phil. It rolls off the tongue too well to change it. It's the province of Phil.
I just call it Phil. But
Yeah, you can call it Phil, but province of Phil. Province of High Lord Cunningham, the place with the death blizzards.
Love that.
The land too cold to step foot in.
Sounds like a good vacation place.
Oh, totally. It is
Do you want to be a snowman?
the actual name of the province is Gorovas. Gorovas. Ghorovas. Gorovas.
No, but it's nice to know how to pronounce it, though.
Yep. The land where this man was born and raised.
Yes.
This man being Jirago for the
Yes.
recording.
I bet Ashty's back would be real cold.
Yeah.
That was a really dark joke. I'm sorry.
These are scars.
And finally, the province of Baron von Who Gives a Fuck at the moment, Thomas.
No, I gave my life for him.
Oh yeah!
I will give my life for
You
him.
owe your life to like his great grandson.
Good God, you guys.
Yep.
Anyways, the province of Baron von Thomas, the swamp land, the actual land, the nation is referred to as Grand Marais. Grand M-A-R-A-I-S. Grand Marais.
500 years from now.
Yep.
That's when that dude's gonna be born.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta survive
When
it,
he's
man.
born.
Yeah.
Not even when he's old enough to request help. When
Yep.
he's born.
I mean,
Yep.
when they're born, they pretty much need a lot of help.
That's true. That's true.
You're gonna be a
Ashty's gonna be
nanny.
the midwife.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Anywho, so yeah, it's like 7:30 at night.
Yeah.
Sea it's not necessarily calm, but it's not very rough waters, but the waves are definitely
I'm doing
a little
things.
choppy. The sky has been relatively clear all day. A few large clouds, but the sun has already set against the horizon. The moon has risen above you, and yeah, it's a calm evening.
Cool.
Calm evening.
Well, I saw on the ship.
Yep. Still in the
Emilio's
Discordia.
playing with Arrow.
Okay.
In the habitat.
He's having fun. You're flying around. He's gotten the hang of flying and doing flying combat in particular
Ho ho!
a little bit more, and he seems to have learned his environment by now.
That's nice.
In there, he has a good handle on particularly rocky and forest environments.
Ooh.
He has a good handle on.
Nice.
Sounds like something you should make a note of.
Oh god. Oh yeah, probably.
Hello.
Ashty's gonna ask Gary if he wants to go around in the ring.
All right. Well,
Because why not?
Edge is going to watch with popcorn, and she's going to call as many of the crew members as able to come watch Ashty get his ass beat.
oh shit, I need some first.
You what?
Oh hey, I remember to bring the monster manual this time.
Hey, I don't know.
Also,
if I need
is
it.
this?
That's Santa Claus, yeah.
Yeah. Is this? Whose copy of Santa Claus? You got your own, right? Or is this
No, this is your stuff.
This is still mine. Okay.
No.
So he
I
seems to
genuinely
be
can't
really
remember,
good
and I
with
can
Yeah.
Rocky and Force.
Gary and Gary, who's gonna win?
Oh no! Oh god.
No, if things fall, it's fine.
Everything is okay.
There you go.
Nothing actually fell.
There you go.
Oh.
Just like my life.
Oh yeah, there's a script I wrote.
So, how do we do the fighting thing?
I'm looking at it.
Oh,
Did
okay. I
we
didn't know.
already do
this.
this?
No, there's
We have done this before. I just don't remember what it is.
There it
yeah,
is.
There's a whole pit fighting.
Yes. I believe what I had decided was both roll strength, both roll dex, both roll constitution, and whoever gets the best at all of these
Strength,
wins.
dex, concentration.
All right, Gary, let's do this.
Athletics, acrobatics, and constitution.
Ooh.
Athletics, acrobatics, and con.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like straight con.
Special con check that is a bonus equal to a roll of the character's largest hit die.
So you roll your con check, okay, and then you roll your hit die and add it to that.
Plus your hit die.
Things we hit them.
It's I believe yours is a D10.
Well then.
Yes, yours is so you roll a D10,
fucked.
you roll a D6
No, aren't I a D8?
or D8. Yeah, you're a rogue. Whatever it is, I don't have it memorized.
That's this one, right?
I just associate rogues with
That's
D6.
100.
Well, I mean, it's still it's the same. Yeah, it's that one. It doesn't matter. You just take the 0 off the 100.
That's true.
Can we see the dice tray?
Oh, yes.
Gary, go ahead first.
Shoot. So I'm rolling my. Would you say acrobatics first?
Athletics.
That's would be the D20 first.
Yep.
That's 10.
Ashby.
Athletics.
Yep.
Mhm.
Can I?
I scored so low.
Still the chance.
That's cocked.
Yeah, that's cool. That will be an 11.
What did you get?
That's it.
Wow.
It's,
All right.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna have plus
Both
7
of you-
athletics.
both of you get in the ring. Drago standing. What? How tall are you again?
My
9 feet tall, towering above 5 foot something Ashty
5'7".
with
5'7".
yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
No.
With Drago wearing boxing gloves larger than Ashty's face, just standing there like an unmovable boulder that he is. And he starts to move to take a swing at Ashty. Ashty, being smaller and more agile, takes this moment to swing under his arm and get around back.
All right.
Next is acrobatics.
Go ahead.
Which one is the D20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say fast. Oh, 3.
Whoa, no.
What's your acrobatics? Is it
Minus 1.
2?
What do you mean?
No, he rolled a 4.
Oh, you rolled a 4.
Yeah. 18.
Well, it still
I have
makes
a
sense.
I have a +7, so.
I had a plus 7 in athletics.
In
Oh, 3.
Oh
the
no.
next following moments, Drago takes the momentum of his swing to turn around and sort of stumbles a little bit as he turns, and Ashley's just back and forth, hopping up foot to foot, and makes a move to run into Drago.
Fuck.
Make your Constitution checks with your hit die.
And you just add it all, like.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, Gary.
So you're gonna roll the d20 along with that, add them together, and then add your modifier.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna get stomped
Use a different die tonight, man.
after that roll.
That was a 7 and a 5.
7 and 5. Plus
14.
All right. Con. God. 7 plus 2, so that'd be 9. 12.
All right, 14.
one finally.
Ashley runs in and takes a punch right up against Drago's chest.
Doesn't hit.
Somehow he jumps up to reach it, and his
Momentum.
gloved fist makes contact with Drago's chest, and it's just he slides right off, and Drago's standing still, just unscathed.
It's kind of what I expected,
Yep.
to be honest.
Next round.
Next round.
Yeah, next
There's
round.
another one.
Ding ding.
God.
Athletics. Or athletics.
Yeah. Oh.
27.
Oh no.
That was just a warm up, guys.
Wait, what's your athletics modifier?
I can't win.
Let's see how bad it gets.
How much damage there is?
Oh no. That was a solid 8. I can't do anything.
Hey, where's Sarah?
She's peeing.
Oh, never mind.
All right.
Make this work.
Never mind. She's not peeing.
You had an 8.
Yes.
Okay. So, nice.
Oh, you're so
So, again, the second round starts similar to the first. Ashty is agile on his feet, and Drago waits for the right moment and just brings his fist forward and knocks into Ashty, sending him flying back into the ropes.
Oh God.
cute.
Acrobatics.
Trifling.
All right, Gary. Let's do it.
You have plus 7 in acrobatics, right? 12.
Yeah, not long.
11. Sorry.
Oh gosh.
So it doesn't.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Does that count?
does that count, DM?
No.
No. Dang.
That was a good roll.
This is also 22.
22. You got 12.
11.
11. Okay. Ashley gets right back up off his feet just as Durago is approaching him. And again, Durago takes a swing downward to try and just knock Ashley essentially into the ground. And Ashley dodges back out of the way, swerving to the side and getting a nice little jab in underneath the armpit.
Last one is the
Constitution plus hit die.
16 plus 6 is what?
22, 24, I believe.
You're going to have a tough time.
No, 16 plus what? Was it? 16 plus 6 plus his 2.
Plus con. God. Oh yeah. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna get like flung out of the boat.
Does not count.
Damn. That was a good roll.
Jesus.
That was a good roll. These are very bouncy.
Yeah, they look good though.
Ooh. That's a 1.
Probably not.
This is a 7 at 10.
What do you get again?
Like
Four?
4. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get.
So,
Oh,
what
no.
is happening?
She's testing the bodies.
Gotcha.
If I can do a backbend in the bodies, everything is great.
All right.
Alright.
Your
Um,
glasses.
Back bend, I pulled something.
Yeah, sorry. Your glasses.
So,
God.
Drago takes this moment with Ashley right to his side to, again, use the momentum of his body to just swing back around and collides with Ashley's head.
I'm so sorry, Gary.
Say what?
I'm so sorry, Gary.
Why are you sorry? I literally asked.
He
Ashley
was asking for it.
Ashley falls over onto the ground and roll a d20 for me.
The D20?
Yeah. What'd you get?
A 2.
You are knocked out.
Hey, first time not by alcohol.
That is a KO. Jirago is the winner.
Ding ding.
I'm sorry, Gary. But you asked for it.
Gary's
Gary's out.
Gary's out.
Gary's
Gary's
gone.
He's
Drago's
a
gonna
milk
drag
yellow.
him by the arm. Wake up!
You're just gonna drop me off in the showers and leave.
Turns on the water. Open your mouth, Gary.
Drink water, doggy. Oh no.
I guess I'm not doing anything else right now.
No, you're knocked out. Perfect. All right.
Alright, is the ladies gonna go? Not with me, but anybody else?
I think you're the second person to beat me. Because I think Edge beat me first.
I think so.
Yeah, because I remember that I beat Hestia
Yeah.
and Melio, but then Edge.
Came in and kicked your ass.
Yes. Didn't knock me out though.
We did not expect anything else from
Mama said knock you out.
Alright.
So,
Just for the recording, Sarah's been working on a Renaissance Festival.
And she's
She's
frantically trying to get out of.
frantically getting out of her bodice. Much to the pleasure of the rest of us. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's just.
Listen, this is why Renaissance era stripping is not a thing.
yeah. No,
Yeah, that's literally why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily sexy.
It would take longer than the actual sex.
You know, in the Renaissance periods, you don't actually have underwear. Usually, maybe bloomers at most, especially earlier in the 1400s. So to have sex, you literally just move the skirt out of the way.
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Well.
Don't know why I
Well,
know
you
that
know.
information.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
more you
that
know.
makes
Learning
sense.
something new tonight.
So, that was that little adventure down in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered that Edge is watching this the whole time.
Yeah, she's gathered up like a bunch of the crew members who aren't busy.
Oh,
just
totally.
Like, yeah,
They-
there's a whole.
They rooted for Durago the entire time.
Literally, all Gary did was.
Yeah.
Anyone.
There was one person in the crowd who was just crying out, "Ashty, go Ashty!"
It's probably me.
It was Rick.
Oh! No.
Why was yours?
So we're just gonna say Ashton
not exactly
intentionally got
Marvin.
knocked out.
Oh, great.
Rick's gonna pick Ashton up now, I guess.
No, no, Drago's got you.
No. I felt like Drago would just like grab Ashley by the arm, shaking him a little bit, and then he'd been like, "Alright, he's out. I'm just gonna toss him in the shower."
Pretty much. There's no 1, 2. It's just Drago.
Are you good? No. All right, shower.
No, it's not 1, 2. It's 1, 2,
Aw.
4.
And Ashton wakes up with brain damage.
More?
And whiplash.
More?
Yeah.
He's already got plenty of whip.
That's
I gotta go.
Oh wow.
Oh.
She does actually have a whip.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't.
Guess I do now.
I say you do.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a guess and say that Ashton doesn't like that.
We're gonna. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. It's a hard pass for me.
It's a hard knock life
For Ashton.
So anybody doing anything else?
Hesty
This
wants to go
lovely
apologize
evening.
to a friend.
I want to go talk to Fred as well.
Fred Fred is currently hanging out in a brand new room
Nice.
that made its appearance on the ship.
Do we need the
He
layout of
shares
the
with
ship?
Vlad.
I saw it
I
last
found
week.
it.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Shares with
somewhere
Vlad.
I
over
handed
there.
it to you.
It was already incorrect to begin with, so we'll
Yeah,
get to it
that's
later.
true.
I'll make a new one, or we'll make something.
We'll
else.
make something.
Anyways, a brand new room appeared that was labeled blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, you would find Fred, along with a wide assortment of materials and blacksmithing equipment.
Question:
Yes.
Does Fred share a room with Vlad?
They're friends.
Let's not get into it.
Are they a
Oh.
thing?
Let's not.
Is
Ooh,
there,
I
is there
I'll draw
another
fan art.
new room for
I'll
Vlad?
draw fan art.
There is one additional room.
Is it what?
We're leaving this
So,
ambiguous.
the one additional room is the blacksmith.
No, there's the blacksmith and one additional room.
Where's the blacksmith? Like, where's the...
Same level as Marvin's.
Okay, cool.
It's sort of just the door appeared on the wall of Marvin's.
So essentially where we just were.
It doesn't take away room from Marvin's place,
Hmm.
but it does occupy its own space.
Yeah, Marvin has been like a no-show.
Oh, there it is.
For some time.
Oh, well, shit.
Get down right here.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Um,
Anyway.
Most of that's incorrect, but
Yeah.
you know.
I told you Ashley and Hesty are right next to each other.
Oh,
What
they
did I
are.
say?
Yeah.
I said it. I called it.
They might be combined now. Who knows?
That would
Are
be an
they?
interesting mix.
It would be an
Shall we
interesting
move on?
mix. It's just a ship.
So,
Plus-
yeah, you'll find Fred there.
Okay. So I guess Hestia's gonna like. I'm assuming he's busy doing things.
He's tidying up his equipment and making sure everything is working well.
Okay, so would he see her as she's coming in?
He's got his back turned.
Oh, okay. So she's gonna like, assuming the door is like wide open, she's gonna like.
It's
get, like,
unlocked.
Okay, she's gonna knock the door and then open.
Okay. You knock on the door. You hear from inside. Come in.
Okay, and she's gonna walk in, and then is there anything like else that she sees aside from like? Cause I mean, she's like, hold on, let me backtrack. She's kind of like taken aback, I guess, by like the amount of equipment that he's got in that like space. As much as I don't really have any like size dimensions to go off of, so like, is it like
It's
big?
a
Is it
decently
small?
sized room.
Okay.
Can I fit in there?
Yes.
Okay. Oh man, yeah. Well, if Durago can get in there, I think that's pretty.
You could fit at least 25 Duragos.
Is it like full? Like, is everything full? Just equipment? Like,
Yeah,
the walls.
it's all equipment.
Oh shit! Damn, there's so much shit in here. And I guess she's gonna like take a look around the room first, and then she's gonna, assuming has he turned his back? to her? Has he turned around?
He's still working.
Okay. Fred, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, sure thing.
My name is Hestia.
Hestia.
Yes.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
You may not say that after I tell you why I'm here.
Why?
Well, okay, so that's exactly the whole mood of this right now.
There's a car alarm going off.
Is that my car?
Well, you see, I'm here because, I felt, I guess, a sense of obligation because, well, I'm kind of the person who got you arrested.
What?
That sounds about right.
So, we were talking to Vlad, and, I fear that my attempt to play along was, correction, it was extremely poorly done. Yeah, I was not discreet at all, and
One of my
I am
favorite ones.
so sorry about getting you arrested, and I'm sorry, I don't know if there's a way that I can compensate for that,
We
but
already paid 1,800 gold for this man.
I'm paying you back.
You're not there.
From way down the hallway, from way down the hallway, you just hear, "She would make a very bad vampire."
Oh God. God.
Fred just looks at the doorway and goes, "Yeah, pretty much." No, it's fine. I forgive you. I mean,
Cassie's just got a very
you-
sheepish look on her face.
you all also got me out of prison, so
Well, I know, but I still felt bad about the whole situation, considering we were going to come to you for help in the first place.
yes. Well, slip of the tongue's a slip of the tongue.
Yes,
Call
I
it a slip.
suppose. So, tell me, what else, so what can you do for us aside from supplying us with arms and
Supplying you with arms.
just, okay.
I hate you.
But no. I have a particular specialty for finding and locating magical items. So
I have a particular set of skills.
I have a particular set of skills. I will find you and I will smith you.
Good.
You have
You're
been
fired.
smitten.
But yeah, no, I might, next time we make landfall, I'll take a look around. See what I
Okay,
can find.
great. Well, thank you, Fred, and it was nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
She's gonna make her way out. She looks very sheepish the whole time she's there. Yeah.
Of course.
Spending too much time around those damn sheep.
Yeah. They're doing just fine, by the way.
They're doing great. They're
Mary,
being
did you
well
ever
looked
pay off your
after.
debt?
Oh yeah, Sierra's like
Becky?
just she's just like kind of like become the herder of the sheep.
Can we address this? Say it again.
Malia, did you ever finish paying off your debt to Becky Slit Your Throat?
Please, did you not? Did you really not?
Oh man,
It hasn't been a month yet, though.
it's not been a month. However,
That's true. However, it's very close.
However,
Is it? How close am I?
It's the 22nd, 23rd.
A day?
she gave it to the end of the month.
So,
We're gonna have one confused guy.
I'm gonna talk to Marvin later.
you can use that scroll. Don't you have a spell that can communicate with people?
I'm just gonna
Yes.
talk to Marvin so I can just.
100 feet.
Never mind.
No, the sending is 25 words over any distance.
Oh, something. Okay.
As long as you know the person.
Yes.
Or have an adequate
No.
description of them.
Yes.
I will figure this out later, in due time. Thank you so much.
Do you have something?
Yeah.
She does.
Oh,
And
okay.
I have a scroll of sending.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hestia needs to tell Ed what the fuck she wants to say, but Pow hasn't figured that out yet,
Yeah.
so
It's
Well-
25 word limit.
we'll get back to you.
So, anything else?
I don't even know where I am right now.
Well, you're not. You're in your bed, knocked out.
I can honestly just see Drago like dragging like Ashley around, kind of like little kids drag around like their little teddy bears.
Oh.
I really want to hear the reaction of us getting back onto the boat and like y'all two go into your rooms and then turn and look at each other. Like the wall's just gone. There's only one bed.
Oh no. Is that how it is, or do we still have two
No,
separate
your rooms are still set.
Okay.
Okay.
It'd be kind of hard to take essentially the a portion of a ship and the open countryside and combine them together.
Yes, it would. Unless it's like a wrecked ship in the countryside.
Unless it was a ship on the coast of the countryside.
That would be a really cool. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyways. Yes. So. Anything else at all? From the people that are awake?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Go to bed? Alright.
DM, for that scroll, does everybody have to know what she's...
Nope, just me.
Nope.
Cool, I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
Which I will also share with only Kyle. So only Edge and Kyle know.
So we can say that we're, it's, and I need to double check the rules of the...
Yeah, before I send it to you.
Well, no, go ahead and send it to me. I
Okay.
just need to double check the, how sending scrolls actually, like, properly work. And whether or not I need to make a check. I don't think I need to because it's a spell. It's I have. It's of a level I can cast, and it's on the bard spell list, so I shouldn't have to make a roll for it.
Where's my DMG?
Is there an actual specific scroll?
It's look up spell scrolls.
And that was 23 words, by the way.
Any spell can be made into a scroll.
Yeah. Looking it up. Let's see. Spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible. Casting the spell by reading the scroll requires the spell's normal casting time. Once the spell is cast, the words on the scroll fade and it crumbles to dust. If the casting is interrupted, the scroll is not lost.
Okay.
If the spell is on your class's spell list, but of a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability to determine whether you cast it successfully.
But it is of a spell. It is of a level I can cast because
Indeed.
Melio has it.
Yes.
So I just need to blurb it.
Yep, you just need to speak it into existence.
I will do that during a time that me and Hestia are alone. Would you also like me to say who the hell is speaking in your head?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that you're the one who's sending it.
At the very end, this Hestia.
Actually, you can just do hyphen. Yeah, it's 23 words. I counted.
Okay, so love Hestia. Or from Hestia.
Yeah, love Hestia's.
Love Hestia.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Love Hestia.
I say that. Did you send him the message already?
Mhm.
Okay, so I sent him that, and I guess you can type the response. The response also has to be 25 words.
Yes. Or
Or less.
1 second.
Oh, thank you for writing that all.
1 second.
Wait, was she getting an immediate response?
Yes. I mean, she doesn't have
It
to
depends on the
respond,
person, yeah.
Okay.
but they do have to respond. Like, there's a time for them to respond in.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm saying give me a second.
Mhm.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Did anybody check to make sure Ashley was actually alive?
Nope.
Nope.
You said
Like,
not
they didn't,
that.
like, bring out the little
Quick,
mirror
Hestia,
or
do
anything?
CPR.
In the shower?
No, I'm in bed.
Oh, that's right.
He literally just chucked me in bed, apparently.
He's
Sorry.
fine. He's.
I mean, I'm
I
sure
can't.
he wouldn't mind.
It's definitely not the first
I'm
time.
sure
I've been,
Jirago. I'm
He
sure
probably
Jirago
wants
made
to
sure
survive.
you're awake.
it's definitely not the first time I've been
I
knocked
guess
out.
I'm going to check to see if Ashley's alive.
Oh,
I'll
that
let
was
you
a,
know
that
when
was
I
a
get a
total
response.
joke. I was.
I'll let you know when I get a response.
Okay, cool.
He's
I see
alive.
Kyle typing. So.
Yeah, no, that was a total joke.
He looks alive.
He's breathing.
Are we all ever alive? What?
That's a true
Are we
question.
ever alive?
This is just a simulation.
Let's not do this. We're all actually the Sims.
Oh no.
A
Oh, but-
blah. I'm glad you got
You know what
that.
the best part? Okay, but do you know what the best part about the Sims language is? That's actually voice actors.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're
That's
actually
the
best.
Just
The
imagine.
loop is warp.
Yeah, just imagine. They're like,
Zork.
hey, can you say that with a little bit more like passion? Like
The
just
loop is warp.
no, a little bit less. Like
The loop is warp.
that. Perfect, right there. Just like 80 hours of that.
There's
what they do,
there's
though.
Well,
video,
yeah.
there's video footage of it though.
That's-
Of
Oh my god, I would
recording
love to
booth.
see that! Yo,
From the recording booth.
die.
It's amazing.
This waiting for those responses, like it's like waiting for those responses, like when someone's like, "Hey, can like I talk to you about something?" and you're waiting
Yep.
for them to finish typing.
Yep.
You see the little 3 dots pop up.
Yep,
And
and,
then
then
it
they
just
die,
Honestly,
and then they come up again.
that's why I'm so
and then
happy
they
I
die.
don't
And
have
then you
an
just
Apple
get-
device because I can't
Yes.
see it.
All right.
That
My dad does that to me all the time, and I don't think he understands
All right.
it.
Okay.
No boy.
Oh, my phone died.
Fuck.
I was about to say, the timing is impeccable. That's right. My sneak attack got upgraded.
And then I'll send it to her.
I can
Oh,
just
did
do
you guys
this.
level
That
up?
works. There.
Well, you
You leveled up with us. This was a
leveled up.
while ago.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I just forgot because we haven't really had too much combat since
Yeah.
since Zol.
I have so many.
This is Kratos.
Take it, please.
Oh boy.
Thank
So-
you for sending it to me because I needed to take note of
Yes,
that too.
absolutely. So, anything else at all?
I'm asleep.
Are you trying to hint at someone doing something, by the way?
No, I'm legit asking if anyone wants. You're knocked out. You're asleep. You're asleep.
We finished our thing, so
So go to bed.
we go to bed.
Sweet, Sarah. If you could pull up the image.
Mm-hmm.
It has begun.
Hang on, wait.
Time begun.
Cambridge.
You could pull up the image of
Beautiful.
I wasn't gonna-
It's not the
pull up the first image.
first image.
First image.
Okay, shit.
Please
Wait.
make that a monster in our
Yes.
campaigns.
Send it.
Please, dude, this is Krillin's true form.
I know.
Stop.
Send it to me. Let's make it bigger. Yes.
Ooh.
Dang, Ashley's room is like and with the similarities. Anyways, it's fine.
Who's room?
Classic.
Ashley.
Is that my room?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I was about to say. I was like, I didn't think that was.
It looks very
Alright.
Ashley,
Yes.
you awaken
Why are we
Oh
starting
no.
with me? Okay.
because you were the first to go to sleep.
Are we gonna have a dream together?
Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay.
No.
I'm just gonna take that.
For a second, I thought Paolo was making snoring noises.
No, that was that's my iron.
You awaken
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is that?
Mm-hmm.
in
Oh.
an extremely fairly comfortable bed, fairly elaborate as well. The sheets are green, the pillowcases are green. They have green drapes. The curtains on the one window are tinted green. The room is fairly dark, save for the small window that hangs on the far wall that's just to your left. The blinds are sort of horizontal and they've letting in little trails of sunlight from the outside. And you can sort of hear through it. It's sort of an open air blinds. And you can hear the sounds of people rustling around a dock. And you hear just the bells and foghorns of ships docking and leaving and coming and going. And you can hear people speaking various different languages, such as Avon, Common, Dwarvish, Kenran. Languages you are familiar are very prominent in the province of Phil. The predominant one you can pick out is Kenran. It seems you are in an area where they mostly speak Kenran. There's also a desk in the room that sort of seems to have stacks of paper and binding for books and quills and inkwells, various writing supplies, if you will. Next to that is a door, closed, fairly nice stone door. And the final wall is just one large bookshelf dedicated to you.
My man. All right. So is all my stuff here too, or is it just
It's just a room.
What books about you?
A room in the style of a Province of Film room.
I don't like this. What are we? Okay.
I'm scared.
Yeah, no, I'm scared too.
Music is kind of figuring
I
the
know,
fuck
right?
out.
Blame Sarah.
So is there like a wardrobe or anything? If I missed that,
Nope.
I'm sorry. No, it's just
You
Okay.
you yourself are dressed in your normal clothing.
gotcha. So pants.
Yep,
Sorry.
the clothes you went to bed on.
So I guess I'll walk over to the desk. See if there's anything on top in any of the drawers.
Yep. There's replacement quills and inkwells. You do find one book that's in the process of being written. You find several pages.
What would it be talking about?
You read the latest line on the page. Simply reads, and during the match, he was knocked out unconscious.
Whoa, all those books are your life story. What the fuck?
So when you mean dedicated to me,
You notice that the binding and appearance of that book is similar to all of the books in the bookshelf.
no fam.
In the beginning, there was two that goofed one.
Okay. I don't like this.
Me
Okay. So, is nothing else prominent in the room? Is there any art?
No art, nothing like that.
No, it's just the tiny window
Just the window, the door, and the books,
and the green curtains.
and the green paraphernalia. Yes.
So looking at the books, are they like dated or like what information is on the binding?
If you look at the top leftmost book,
Mm-hmm.
it does have a date on it.
It's my birthday.
The date is Jeweth Knife 1480-25.
It's not my birthday.
That's your birthday.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. But none of the other books have dates. It's just
All the books have dates.
all the books have
They
dates.
go day by day
God.
for over 20 years.
Boy. I'll pull up the top left one. Just
Cool. Who was the second person to go to sleep?
I believe that was me.
Cool. Pull up the image of the Feywild.
That's how I feel.
I just cracked my jaw.
Oof.
That's not my
I hate
comment.
that.
Thing. It's happened.
Oh.
you wake up in the ground.
You wake up buried in dirt.
I love this image for the Feywild.
It's a beautiful image.
It looks like
It's such a compressed JPEG,
if you-
though.
Oh, it's super good.
if you like kind of step back on it, it either looks like a. I mean, if you like rearrange some things, it kind of looks like a traditional Chinese dragon. That grin, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little bit, right? Okay, maybe it's a reach, but
A little
Anyways.
bit, but I see it.
yeah,
I see where it comes from.
yeah, like with the mouth, like at the very face, like kind of coming up. It could also be really sinister. So
Yeah,
you know.
Amelia already knows its purpose. Anywho, Emilio, you awaken
Lovely.
on laying down face first into a patch of like powdered, soft, dark dirt. And you were surrounded by large twisting vine-like trees that seem to stretch endlessly, both horizontally and vertically. All of them bigger and broader than anything naturally created. The most prominent color is green, with spots of black and gray and sort of diluted white colors. But there's even this film that covers your eyes that just filters everything green. This dark, sinister, cloudy green. And light seems to be coming from all directions. It doesn't have a one particular spot that it originates from. And yet somehow, with all this light, it's dark. It feels dim. It's not right. You're back in the Feywild. Though, even with the strangeness and wildness that you experienced the last time you had been here, this feels off. It feels different. And that's when you start to hear music coming from somewhere in the distance nearby.
Okay. I get up and I just kind of look around, a little frantic, kind of already reassessing the situation and preparing for how I know the Feywild is. Also panicking like a lot. And the moment that Amelia hears the music, she's like terrified, but she follows it because that's all she knows from this world. She just starts walking towards it while holding on to every single tree she sees. She's like trying to hold on to something for leverage.
All right.
Next.
Gerard, pull up the image of the snowy cliff.
So glad it's not a boat
I
full of
just-
chickens.
I also just want to point out the first thing that Ashley thought of was like, man, he hit me way too hard.
Is it okay if I hold your hand through this? I'm getting scared. Because DM asked me for some information before this session.
Oh yeah, I
And
did.
I knew something like this was
I
going
have
to
to
Here's the
type
funny
out,
thing. The second you told me his name, I knew instantly what his backstory was.
We might have had the same thought, because I had a couple of thoughts about it as well.
I don't think it'll be the same, but we'll see.
We'll see.
And we'll
And
see in time.
I'm fine with that either way.
Yes. I would be interested to see what your thing was.
They might even be compatible.
Yeah,
honestly.
exactly. Afterwards. So, Dragon,
Yes.
you awaken standing atop a thick blanket of snow.
Is that all?
Alec with the one-liners.
Sorry.
Yeah, you wake up standing atop this thick layer of snow on the edge of a cliff.
Oh.
Down below you is barren, snowy wasteland of just various hills and cliffs and jagged rocks and trees that are either dead or covered in this thick layer of snow. The sky is dim and dark gray colored. Seems to be... You feel like it should be late at night, but you know and feel in your heart that this is afternoon. Because this is where you lived.
I was gonna say, would I find this place familiar?
You would find it very familiar, especially when you look down and spot in the distance a large city of steel and steam that you know as your home, as Midgard. With its tower rising above all else, melting the snow just beyond the edges of the walls. However, your attention is taken away by something else. You see a river to your right, leading both down the cliff towards Midgar and back back behind you.
I said that
And-
the way I came.
And back behind you, you hear the sounds of battle far in the distance. But not too far away from the sounds of battle, you hear the sounds of a child crying.
Oh, I already know what's happening.
No.
Well, of course I'm gonna go towards the child crying.
All right. You start to make your way towards the child crying, noticing that the water seems to get more and more icy the further away from Midgard you go, and the landscape starts to steep up more, and the snow starts to fall away as it's replaced by more and more stone and rocks.
I'm most definitely heading towards my birthplace outside of Midgard.
Who went to bed first? Pull up the image of Kala's manor.
You're making me go last.
Ha ha!
Yeah.
Should have been knocked out, fam.
Is it the one
I
with
certainly didn't
purple
wanna
and
go
white?
first.
I was not expecting to be knocked
Well,
out, to be fair.
damn.
Woo!
She had shmoney.
Dang.
Fuck tons is funny. You awaken in your old bed in Kala's manor. The sheets, strangely, red and gold.
Gryffindor?
There's
Do you say running gold or red and gold?
red and gold. There's faint light all around the room of candles that have been lit up, all burning a bright, beautiful red. However, the curtains against the windows are drawn completely closed, blocking out all natural light. The only other source comes from just underneath the doorway. You're also wearing a simple purple nightgown, not your normal clothes. However, laying on a chair nearby your bed is a golden latex bodysuit with a note on it.
Can I go read what the note says?
Sure.
So, Hesky's gonna like move the covers aside and start walking toward and like pick up the note, I guess, and read what it says if she can.
On the note, in Athy's handwriting, it says, "I thought you might like this, Hess. Don't be shy. Try it on."
I'm so glad Ashley hasn't called her that. I thought about that so bad.
Oh, it's so cute. I've been waiting for somebody to claim that. Thank you.
I was gonna do it. I didn't know if it would sound right because I never said it out loud.
Fair enough.
I got goosebumps.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
That's just the first section. So,
Well, she's gonna keep going, god dang.
Just wait until I get to my 3-year-old book.
all right, you place your bodysuit on. You're back to your normal clothing, normal outfit. And as you finish putting it on, outside the doorway, you just hear flying past your door.
Yeah, Sarah's not with
Up next, Brutus awakes in the middle of the forest.
And then
He takes a few steps forward. Suddenly, he's on a boat.
Grr.
and then I guess Hesty's gonna make her way to the door and she's gonna
Open it up. Amelia, pull up the image of the stormy boat.
It was a bright and stormy boat.
You're gonna do this,
Oh, this is making me sweat.
That's making me sweat.
What made you decide tonight was a good night, Kyle?
I didn't have anything else prepared.
I know what this
Oh my
is.
god!
Oh yeah.
Hello, Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
love
yeah,
this
all
game.
the images I found.
I
Assassin's
love
Creed.
this so much.
This is the only one. This is concept art, I think. No, it's not.
No,
it's
that's
just
game.
poorly
No, that's-
pixelated. This is the only image I found where they weren't fighting another boat.
love this.
The sea.
Edge,
Mhm.
you awaken on a cot below deck of a ship that you are fairly familiar with. It's the Abundance, your uncle's cargo ship. You can hear the wind howling like madmen outside, and the sounds of waves crashing on the deck of the ship. As it's being bombarded by heavy rain. Just each individual water droplet's just barreling down on the wooden deck. The other cots on the ship, however, are 100% empty. And the sounds of various men and women are hard to hear over the natural forces of chaos above. But one voice stands out. One voice in the chaos. Spark of life. Your uncle.
It's gonna go up top.
Hey, Ashton. Pull up the image of his room.
One thing. So was this like my childhood room? Like, do I remember that? Like, do I recognize?
You didn't have a childhood room.
Well, okay, yeah, that's true. So it's just
This
I
is
just
the-
know it as a
This
Province
is
of Phil
the
type room.
closest to what you would have wished your room would be.
Gotcha. Okay.
You have a
Really
room.
heartbreaking.
It really is.
I was trying to look at my birth yearbook, I guess.
Birth year?
Yeah,
Okay.
at least just like flip through.
Yeah, it details sort of, you know, from the moment you took your first breath to the end of that day where you were cradled in the arms of your parents. That is book one.
Does this session break all of the party members?
Yes.
Those are the words he used.
Okay.
And for the remainder of your particular year one, it basically just details the way your parents loved and cared for you and your brother. And how they sort of were thinking more and more about whether they should move, if this would be the right place to raise their children. Eventually, near the end of your year one, deciding to move to Myro.
I haven't checked the door yet. Can I check the door?
Sure. As you walk over to the door, you begin to hear shouting downstairs. In Kenwood. Despite your youth, you recognize the voices shouting as your mother and father.
Okay.
Fuck. Cries.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna open the door and
Sure.
go downstairs.
Opening the door, you sort of come into an empty hallway that just appears to house your room and leads directly into stairs, heading downwards.
So it's literally just my room stairs.
It has the appearance like there should be more rooms, but yours is the only door apparent.
Okay. I'm just gonna slowly walk towards the staircase, and just like peek down the staircase. Do I see?
As you get to the top of the staircase, you can see down, and you see both your mother and father standing in a room at the bottom of the home. They seem to be in their heyday with how they look, fit and healthy. Young as the day they brought you into their lives.
I'm full size Ashy though, right? Like I'm like
you are full
me.
size.
Okay.
Yes. And you can understand what they're saying more now, as they are facing one another, violently screaming at each other the same thing. This was your fault. No, this was your fault. This is your fault. No, this is your fault. This is your fault. No, this is your fault.
Kind of like on a loop, almost. Oh, that's so freaky.
Do I understand any context beyond that, or is it just?
Okay.
I don't like these Inception games, fam.
That's why I don't sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna start heading downstairs, I guess.
Sure. As you walk downstairs, they don't notice you until you place your foot on the floor after the final step of the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
In that moment, both their heads jerk to stare at you. And both of them simultaneously go, "No, this is your fault." Pull up the Feywild, if you will.
I need to hold somebody's hand.
I need some booze.
As you walk through the
have soju.
Feywild, you do have soju.
Yes.
As you walk through the
I got rum.
Feywild,
I got a sock.
Okay. Okay.
stepping over various vines and sort of the veins that make up the forest.
Emilio's gonna slip a lot. Emilio's gonna trip on these vines a lot.
Absolutely. You do manage to keep a hand on something as you're walking and trudging through the Feywild. And every step you take, the music amplifies one step louder and louder and louder. But at the same time, so the sounds of wild animals and creatures just amplifying louder and louder and louder and louder with each step you take, heading towards the source of the music.
I start kind of like covering my ears as I walk. I'm like trying really hard not to freak out, but still just moving forward.
Soon you reach a familiar-looking clearing.
Guys,
You reach a familiar-looking clearing. The place where you learned everything about being a bard. And the second you step into the clearing, you see blurred visions of creatures that once you knew and played with and drank with and were merry with. Just sort of blurred lines of silhouettes. Dancing and singing and playing and making. All around the clearing. And the second you try and get close to one, everything stops. And everything fades away. The Fey beings are gone. The music stops. The animals stop. Everything falls to complete silence. Except for the sound of rushing water. Somewhere to your right.
okay, Moo's like hyperventilating as she starts walking towards the water. A little bit more frenzied this time.
Hold the image of the place.
I got my double shot front coke. I'm so good.
I got my soju.
I ain't got nothing.
You want a rum coke?
I got a
Probably-
sock.
Probably should.
I would offer, but I already.
Following the river more. The sounds of fighting, the sounds of a crying child, all too familiar. You stumble upon a pair of Goliaths, similar in height and size to yourself, holding a wooden baby carrier in their arms.
So stressed out. Did not mean this tonight.
I'm gonna make my. Drago makes his way towards him very slowly.
They, as you approach, they make no notice of your arrival.
Hello there.
The first to speak.
As you speak
Ballsy.
and take another step closer, you can now see their faces, or should I say a lack thereof. For their faces are blank. Completely blank.
Because I don't remember them. Because I don't remember them.
Behind them, unbeknownst to you as you crept closer, a blazing fire that seems to melt the invincible snow of your homeland is just raging out of control behind them. And inside you see hundreds of frozen stone Goliaths that have become a part of the ground. The two Goliaths, the no-faced Goliaths, look to the heavens and set the baby carrier in the water.
This is, I'm gonna start crying. It's not me.
The baby carrier floats down the water and turns to face you. It's you.
It's so strange.
It's a baby Drago.
Wait.
I'm
alright.
picturing a baby, but with like normal Drago's face.
Oh, and pre-horn Drago.
Pre-horn. Just a baby with a giant dick.
I don't like this.
Thank you for alleviating.
Boy.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Your second arm.
Castiel. Whole College Manor. In the hallway. It is elaborate, just as College Manor was. However, the portraits you once knew, containing images of countrysides and family members and just glorious, beautiful artwork, are replaced by people from your life. There is a picture of your father, of your uncle, of your aunt, of your father, of your mother, of Tilda, of Baz, of Affy, Kala, Sierra. Everyone's up there. And at the very end of the hallway, you spot the end of what appears to be a tail made of fire. A feathery tail of fire fling wildly around the corner.
Is there anything like about the paintings? Like, is there anything?
They stare at you.
Ugh! Okay.
Luigi mentions.
He's starting to freak out, but it's fine because we're just gonna keep following the one thing that's familiar. Down the hall.
You run down the hall and turn the corner, only to see another familiar hallway in the same style. And again, the tail flying wildly around the corner.
She's gonna chase after it again.
You continue chasing after it, hallway after similar hallway, chasing that tail around the corner in circles, until finally you turn to a different hallway, one without portraits, and one with an end. An open doorway, through which you see the tail fly through.
Did you see anything beyond that?
Just the light of the room.
Yeah, she's gonna follow.
You walk up to the door and open it up. Inside, is what you remember as Kala's room. In Kala's bed. Perched on top is an adult Sira, blazing in all her glory. Seemingly spilling fire, not below, but above. Creating an infinite expanse of flame above you where there should be a ceiling.
Some supernatural vibes.
In the bed
Must be 420.
lies a dead Kala.
Oh!
But not from a wound, any wound on her body, with her eyes wide open.
She died in her sleep.
Oh my god.
Way to kick it off. God.
Okay. Holy shit. I guess. Well, Hestia's like fucking shocked. First of all, because like she hasn't seen adult Sira in a long time. Like, does Kala like what does Kala? I mean, obviously she's dead, but like, does she still look the same? Like,
Same-
as she remembered her.
Same as the day you remember her dying.
Oh my god. Okay, so I guess Hestia is gonna like walk up next to the bed.
As you get close to Kala, Sira erupts, screeching so loud it fills your brain with nothing but her yell, her scream. And the flames that seem to endlessly rise above you collapse instantly into the room, setting the manor ablaze and everything around you ablaze. You are encapsulated in fire. The bed seems to fall away, and Sira blends into the fire.
So what is Hestia left with?
Pull up the image of the storm shadow.
God damn it.
Of the
She was prepared for that question.
Yes.
On top deck, you can see the crew frantically running around as the ship struggles to maintain stability in the waves. They running around grabbing loose ropes and wood and keeping cannons at bay, trying their best to tie everything down and keep the sails in place best they can. You hear that voice, Spark, coming from the quarterdeck.
I don't. What is he saying? Can I hear him?
You can't hear him over the storm.
Okay, I'm going to go up to him then. I'm gonna go find him.
So you run through the crowded deck and make your way onto the quarter deck, where you see Spark running around practically by himself, same as everyone else, tying down ropes and trying to keep things maintained as he's shouting into the heavens, hoping the crew will hear him. Keep it tied down! Don't let anything fall overboard!
I'm gonna jump in and help.
You jump in, and as you try and grab at one of the ropes, your hand just passes right through. I will mention that Spark looks the same age as when he died.
Edge knows what this is. Edge is not okay.
As you realize that you can't do anything physically to help, Spark runs up, grabbing the same rope you tried to grab, and starts tying it down next to you.
I'm sorry.
He does not hear you.
Oh.
He does not look to you.
Edge puts a hand over her star from him. And she's going to try and reach out to touch him if she can. She doesn't have high hopes of it working. But
Your hand connects with his shoulder, but he does not react.
she's going to hug him from behind as best she can while I'm sure he's still moving around.
As you hug him, he goes still.
Sorry.
You notice he's now looking off the edge of the ship
This was my fault.
as a tsunami, towering too high above the ship, comes closer and closer.
She's not gonna let go.
You hear Sparks speak. He says one thing. Damn that trickster god. As the wave crashes onto the deck, toppling the ship upside down. Everything going to chaos. You get thrown around in the currents of the waves as you sink underwater. Pull a Bastion.
We can skip it.
To fill you in, Drago, do you want to fill him? Because he wasn't there when that happened.
What's up?
The connection between Loki and everything.
Oh yeah, Loki whispered something to each of us about our past. He mentioned that he knew my uncle.
This was before me, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was before you.
You mentioned something about my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That your brother, that you're very interesting, but your brother is more so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what he said about me.
He mentioned, he was talking about Arrow. He pretty much gave you the hint that it's gonna hatch.
Oh, yeah, right.
If only you knew your true
Ashley, as you remember,
Mm-hmm.
your mother and father turned towards you, and in the same loop as they were before, but now directed straight at you. No, this is your fault. This is your fault. No, this is your fault. This is your fault. As they walk closer and closer towards you.
No, they ain't walking towards me. No.
Oh my god.
I'm a just walk backwards slowly.
As you take a step backwards, the stairs are now gone as you're backed into a wall.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
as your father comes into range, he raises his hand up and brings it down onto your eye.
This one? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
And your mother comes towards you, grabbing you, both hands, by your jacket, and chucking you into the corner, onto the floor.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, my cake.
That's a bad sign.
Yeah, just a very bad sign.
Nobody else's house to bringing the badge because that badge is an actual thing that I have. I was this close to bringing it.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm just gonna walk towards him. Just be like.
Before you can stand,
Oh no. Okay.
your father brings a mighty kick to your gut.
My cake fell again.
And the pain feels too great, where even moving an inch hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother comes around and does the same. And they both begin to beat you.
Mm-hmm.
As they beat you, you notice flashes where your father is Suleiman, and then your dad. Your mother is Suleiman, and then your mother. And they flash alternatively back and forth between being your parents and being Suleiman.
Okay.
And soon, it's no longer a flash. and there are 2 Soymen beating you. And then there are 3.
This is not okay!
What? 4.
Oh, no.
And then you're surrounded by Soymen beating upon you.
What are Sullivan?
Endlessly.
He's the guy who kidnapped me.
And killed his father. And
That I don't
tortured-
remember.
And tortured him.
The pain becomes,
And betrayed him.
The pain becomes so great that you pass out.
Mm-hmm.
Who was next? Drago. Bring up Amelia.
Oh, no.
You almost got away with this.
Almost did.
Emilio, do me a favor and bring up a picture of the ocean.
That was really good. Sorry. You okay? I'm so
I'm just gonna say you're like the worst images ever.
They're very badly pixelated. It's TV, man. Anyways, so as you walk towards the sound of the rushing water, it changes slowly from the sounding like stream to a river, to an outlet, to a lake, to an ocean. And soon, this tsunami swallows up the Feywild with you in it, and it just takes you into its wild currents. As it slams you against trees and roots, and raises you and lowers you, diving you underneath roots and trapping you at times, pulling you back out of the currents, only to beat you more. But soon the trees disappear, and the roots are gone, and the veins dissipate, and you are left in the ocean, the open ocean, nothing around you, the surface too high, the floor too low.
Like space.
And in the midst of the few feet you can see in front of you, the face of a merfolk forms.
Oh god.
It looks to you, and then rushes forward.
Oh, I start swimming!
You start to swim, but its mouth catches you and swallows you down. Pull up the image of Midgar.
Wait, oh shit, that's not it.
Really nice.
It's
I'm
called
I'm
Midgar.
so happy about this.
Little hint: Gorovas is the name of the the snowy landscape between the mainland in Final Fantasy 15 and Helfheim, where there is an endless blizzard and horrible, deadly ice and snow. I didn't intend on that. It just happened that way.
That's beautiful.
And then you have Midgar. So,
So well thought out.
you stand at the center of Midgar. Drago does. If you couldn't guess. You stand outside your home in Midgar. In the doorway is your human family, waving at you. And simply saying, "Goodbye, Drago. We hope you find what you're looking for. Goodbye, Drago. We hope you find what you're looking for."
Oh Jesus, I'm a loot.
Here we go again.
So,
I'm not okay with this.
I'm speechless and lost and confused. I don't say anything back.
And the loop keeps going.
Is there like a place to go or am I stuck there?
It's the open city.
I go to my white parents.
As you turn, as you move, the metal tower standing at the center of Midgar explodes into a star and incinerates the city, turning its beautiful shaped metal into twisted, burned steel.
You didn't give a chance.
No, I didn't.
Your family is incinerated.
What?
Is destroyed.
Wow, Bessie is not even in the stream.
God.
Everything's been taken away from me.
Everything is awful.
And in a moment, a massive wave falls from the sky, covering the city, drowning you in it, and freezing into ice.
Kyle did drugs today.
No, this is just me on a normal day. This is me on a good day. A good morning day.
What the fuck did Spiker dinner with?
Who the fuck is next? Hestia.
Me, shit.
Jesus.
Pull up the image.
Wait,
I'm just frozen.
you're not done?
Nope.
God.
Hestia, pull up the image of the ball of fire.
Great balls of
I
fire.
have a great concern. It's a great ball.
You shave my nerves and you rattle my brain.
From the same blaze that encapsulated you in Kala's room, you look out and can make you can make out the shape of a humanoid. And then another one. And another one. And soon, all around you, just infinitely, you see the shapes of humanoids made out of fire, the edges made of fire, all shooting burst of fire up at you, creating this ball, this sphere of flame that you are levitating in. But there's one particular figure that is stepping towards you, level with you. And as it enters the sphere, it forms itself. All the particular features, the mannerisms, the way of standing is Alexandros, made of fire.
Dead.
He looks at you for a moment and then shapes into a phoenix and envelops you.
Like an embrace. It's so sweet. Okay, side note. Remember that Hestia forgot. She shook his fuck right now.
Who's next? Edge.
She's getting hugs, I'm getting beaten.
Frozen in ice, man.
Water.
Water.
Ocean floor.
Ocean floor?
Frozen in water. Wait, pause.
Can you tell me is it this one?
That's the mid-card.
Oh god.
Just me there for a second.
Edge, you continue to sink in the ocean until soon your feet touch the sand, or at least near the sand. As your feet really land on seashells on the ocean floor. And as you look, the seashells cover the entire ocean basin.
Under normal circumstances, this would be really pretty.
She says that literally.
In front of you, the shells start to form and rise up into 9 figures.
Oh.
And they create these different shapes and heights, and then fade away. And as they fade away, you see the face and the body. This is Spark of Life at 9 different points in his life. All standing still, staring ahead.
I'm gonna try and reach out and touch the most recent one.
As you send your hand forward and you think you can almost reach, the images fade into dust and sand into the water. and mix in with it. And as you feel compelled to look down, the shells that expanded for miles have concentrated underneath you in the shape of the pin your uncle gave you. And in a moment, they snap like a Venus flytrap up at you and drag you below the ocean. Pull up the image.
I'm so stressed out. What am I pulling up?
Hey, if it's Ashley's, we can just skip it. Like, we don't have to worry about it.
Oh no, this one's very important.
I was like, I saw the pin sitting on my desk too, and I was like, I wonder if I should bring that tonight.
Yeah,
I'm so ready to see my dad die, man.
You know what's crazy though is I rolled on the trinket table to see what that thing would be, and it said a silver star badge. When I first started DMing, one of my players gave me a silver star badge.
Oh dang!
This was probably years before I ever came up with the idea of badge.
A voice wakes you up. On a deck unfamiliar to you. In the open water.
I'm assuming me.
Ashton. Okay. Going in order.
Sorry, just a second.
As you open your eyes, you stare into your own face. Unbeaten and pristine. It's your brother Zaneld. He opens a hand down to you to lift you up.
I'm gonna grab his hand.
He grabs your hand and uses his weight to pull you up to your feet. He places his hands on your shoulders, looking directly at you.
I thought you were dead.
Not yet.
It's so nice to see you.
Indeed. Same for you, brother. There's quite the journey ahead for you. I'm afraid about the choice you'll make.
What do you mean?
He speaks no more and instead reaches to his side and takes a gun out.
What?
Oh. And as he does this, you feel your arm also compelled to reach down and take a gun from your side.
Uh-huh.
And as Zaneld holds the gun to his head.
No! Why?
So do you.
Oh my god!
Is she a wild?
Is this a pact?
He smirks at you, gives you a wink, and pulls the trigger. And both of you go out in a moment.
Please tell me I black out before I see it.
You black out the same instant he blacks out.
Oh my gosh.
All you hear is the, and you see the before.
Oh, the head jerk. No!
It's a motherfucking roller coaster.
It's good to see you, brother.
For a moment there.
Yeah, I know!
Pull up the image of Melio's village.
Ooh. I do not like where this is heading.
I need somebody to hold my hand.
We've been saying that for a while, but no
I
one's
know,
grabbed your hand.
I know.
Let me know if it's this one.
Give me a second.
Absolutely.
It's so beautiful.
You awaken on a beach at night, though you couldn't really tell, as everything is lit up by flame.
Why is everything on fire?
I look towards the fire. Is it like...
You'll notice there's a lot of natural imagery in these dreams. Anyways.
Oh my god.
And there I am in a building.
Meanwhile, I'm
Please continue.
fire.
As you turn your head and lift yourself up off the beach, you see your village where you left it in flame. There's no sign of any bodies, except for one. The Emiria boy you killed before you ran away.
Well, he was a grown man, first of all.
He was still a boy. And there's someone standing above his corpse. It's an older merfolk of Emiria. He's wielding a trident and wears an elaborate crown. He looks up from the body and points out towards you. And from nowhere, in an instant, Emiria soldiers swarm you and dogpile on you and suffocate you. And you feel your body start to grow cold.
I start trying to fight it. I stab.
Drago.
Oh no!
Ocean floor.
Oh, this is what I...
You stand at the bottom of the ocean with no end in sight, mostly because you can't see more than a foot in front of you. Suddenly you feel a bump at the back of your head, and around you comes a great white that bites at you in retaliation for being in his way, and he starts to circle you. And soon, another comes up and starts to circle you. And soon you are completely surrounded in this sort of whirlpool of sharks.
Would you call it a Sharknado?
No, because it's below the water.
It'd be a shark pool.
It's a Shartex.
Sounds
That's
like a
so-
condom.
Sounds like a bad time at the bathroom.
They circle you, and at
Oh
once,
my god.
and at once, all the sharks, uncharacteristically, stop, look at you, and in a moment's notice, bite.
No!
Oh, what the fuck?
Pull up the image.
Of a dead body.
Of Drago eaten
No.
by shark.
Holy shit! Wow, I missed several.
You wake
things.
up on the ship and you see Ashty's dead body.
No.
You wake up and think, thank God.
Oh god. You know how we joked about Ashty having whiplash at the start of the session? We all have whiplash now.
I feel like we've all been murdered.
Can we just talk about
Nope.
Sarah's joke
What was
that
the
nobody
joke?
made the comment on? I'm so.
Sounds like a bad time.
I didn't hear it.
Shartex.
I'm so. That was so.
What was your joke?
She
So-
said you wake up after I said the whole thing about you see Ashley's dead body. She was like, you wake up and you're like, thank God. I'm like,
Oh.
No, that's not what I meant. I just meant like wake up and you're like, oh my God, I'm out of this.
mhm.
That's not what I
Yeah,
meant.
because that's what I thought she meant.
It was
yeah.
just
Yeah,
poor
that's what I
timing.
meant
Poor
Yikes.
timing, Sarah.
All right, there you go. Put
That's
that,
my
put
name.
That, put that image up.
What does it?
Untitled.
Untitled.
You wanna do that again?
Hold on. Need my eyes for this.
What a beautiful landscape.
What a beautiful day to have these nightmares.
Just imagine it all on fire. I'll read the image.
This music is also not helping at all.
Yeah, I know this is.
It's a really good
totally
song, though, guys.
Oh yeah, I like added it to my. I
so
can't wait.
good.
I can't wait to listen to the actual words to this. That's by Glass Animals.
One might call them the animals.
Alright, that was
Or
Does anyone else remember Dams?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I drink that shit all the
I
time.
only
or
remember the
non-opaque
commercials.
animals.
I only remember
drink
commercials.
those.
I never actually had
Non-opaque
those.
animals.
Alright, there you go.
The Zack and Cody commercials.
Oh,
I do remember that.
we need these breaks, man.
You stand atop, you stand atop a marble platform, sort of in the shape of a large goblet. And you stand upon piled wood that lays inside of it. and you look out across a land of marble and stone and gold that you've never seen before, where people are wearing sheets and dresses that are much different to what you're used to. Everyone seems to be celebrating something involving fire. When in the distance, you just see blink. And seconds later, a boulder, larger than you could imagine, comes crashing down, collides with the ground, and the ground raises in its wake, this sound barrier breaking beyond it, as everything just lives, breaks, and is destroyed before you. Pull up the image of the Northern Continent Misty.
Those tabs.
This sounds like this entire plotline just sounds like a French surrealist movie to me.
Pretty much. You awaken on the Discordia edge in your room, except everything
There
feels
is.
off.
Yeah,
There's no sound. The Stom's music isn't playing, and the decks aren't bustling. They're empty. No one's here.
Don't have a friend.
she's gonna look out the window.
You see nothing but mist.
She's gonna go up on the deck.
You know, this reminds me of that part in Pirates of the Caribbean when Jack Sparrow's alone on his own ship.
And it's just him, and then more hymns, yeah.
As you go on top of the deck, you see nothing but fog surrounding the ship. The air is stiff and cold. The ship is moving, however, forward. And within a moment, the foghorn of the Discordia goes off. And as it does, through the fog, a statue, a large, massive stone statue comes into view of Loki.
Of course it is. He would be the type.
Oh, this is all 'cause
And the
of-
ship collides with the base, stopping it in its tracks and sending a crack all the way up the top of the statue.
Serves you fucking right.
And as you brace yourself for the impact, the rest of the fog along the coast clears. And you see, every couple miles, another statue of Loki, another statue of Loki, and another statue of Loki. As far as your distance can see. And faintly, you think you hear a wolf cry. And the cackling, distorted cackling of a woman.
Is there a coastline, or is this just in the middle of the ocean?
Imagine the statue standing here.
Okay. Do I recognize this coast?
You do recognize the ground as a northern continent. But before you have a moment more to look around, the statue of Loki that was cracked falls from its pedestal, collapses on top of you.
Yeah.
No.
Pull up the image of the snowy cliff.
I have taken. Here's my notes. Here's my notes for last week. Here's my notes for this week.
Yep.
Love that.
Ashty, your eyes open, and you look out upon the frozen waste of Garovos. As you watch Suleiman's ship glide over the snow as if it were the ocean, heading towards Midgar. The ship suddenly catches fire.
Again. Here we go again.
I'm fine with that.
And the blizzard starts picking up and buries it underneath the snow. And you feel a man put a hand on your shoulder and forcefully turn you around to face Jerry.
Jerry! Oh, Gary.
Before
Not
you
good,
have
Gary.
a moment
Bad
to
Gary.
react, he punches you right in the face. And you fall down the cliff. And are buried underneath the snow below.
Okay.
Pull up the image.
No.
That's the name of this session.
That I believe, yes it is, that I believe is names.
I can't see the names on them.
Pull up the one that looks like it's ice and snow and has this like curve with a Viking ship.
Not okay, guys.
Otherwise known as Orcus's Lair. Do you like that pun?
Ha, ha, ha.
Orcus's Lair. Yeah. Anyways, from the darkness underneath the Emiria soldiers
That word.
comes in an instant is replaced by this bright cyan light that fills everything. Fills the hellscape that you are now in. Where there seem to be demons down in the valleys below you. As far as you can see. And the landscape is apocalyptic at best. But to contrast, there's the sweetest sounds of the most beautiful violin playing in front of you. Where you see the back of a massive throne of skulls and bones. And the bulging, dead, cold blue flesh of a demon lays over the armrest. And two enormous goat horns stretch, twisted into the sky.
So is the one playing the violin the monster on the chair? Very slowly, very carefully. Can I roll stealth here?
Nope.
Just as stealthily and quietly as possible, just kind of do a perimeter around to see if I can see him. But, like, not be spotted.
As you tiptoe around the edge, you see more of the bulging fat flesh
Oh,
build.
fucking yikes.
And as soon as you get around to where you think you can start to see the face, the head, and the music goes silent, and the head turns. And in a blink of an eye, it rushes at you with its stark white goat head.
I scrambled backwards.
It gets you.
Coming at right at me.
And it just chomp. And everything goes black.
That was the last you heard of India.
Pull up the image.
Full
Oh
game.
my fucking god.
Oh, wait a minute. Minuet. I forgot an image for this too.
Kyle.
Yeah, that'll do.
That's from art.
Oh, it is. It'll do.
Well, here's how I know that's gonna I've been playing the game all week.
Fair enough. There you go. Pull that image of the stone gate up. all right. Drago,
Yes.
you stand at the base of a large stone gate inlaid with various gemstones of different colors and rarity. Natural. You look out and you notice you are standing at the peak of a mountain that stands higher than the clouds, which are even now hundreds of feet below you.
Pretty high.
You were today.
Sorry.
So fucking high.
The gate starts to creak open, but not with a, but with a low growl. Yeah.
Perfect.
And as it opens up, light pours into the gate, into the mouth of a humongous cave. And as the light comes in, it illuminates a dark figure, larger than even yourself, towering above you. And it reaches an arm down towards you.
I grab the arm.
As you reach up, pull up the image. Who am I on? Hestia. Pull up the image.
I like how the visions are getting shorter and shorter and shorter.
I like
and shorter.
how we go in a circle until it gets to Hestia.
Oh
Yeah. It just.
Hang on.
Oh man. You had knocked me out first.
Oh my god, sorry. You
Come
asked for it.
It doesn't matter. We're all suffering anyways.
What image should I pull up for Hestia?
Hang on, I'm grabbing it.
So I think the name of the session should either be pull up the image.
Pull up the image.
Or we're all suffering anyways.
Pull up the image of us all suffering.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Hang on.
It's like my keg is in the middle of like a ritual circle.
There you go.
Bless the keg quickly. Maybe
put
it can
that
save us.
image up.
Now you see why he's an
down and
alcoholic.
off that shit.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are we?
Hey, what's that name?
Oregon.
Phoenix Eye View. Alright. Hestia.
Cool.
You're a phoenix.
Fascinating.
Soaring above the world.
Please.
Watching the countryside of Tilda. As you fly, you see the little villages and the trees and the hills and the beauty of the landscape. And as you soar, a flash, a dome of fire erupts from one of the villages, destroying all trees, leveling them, tearing down hills, killing everything in its wake. The ocean rises when the flames subside and come up above near you and then reside in an instant, leaving where the village once stood a black tower. And you feel compelled to fly towards it. But as you get closer, your vision starts to fade. And you fly closer and closer to the ground. And before you can reach it, your vision goes black and you fall from the sky. And then I accidentally put an extra one for Ashley, so pull up the image of Stratandria. It's the last image.
That are you,
The one above the ocean image?
Sure. The only one we haven't used just a stand-in. Anyways. You're in the ocean. Surfacing. And you see in front of you the city of Stratandria laid out and ablaze.
Let's wait for the fire.
And there's one particular thing that stands out, as every single dock has a ship, and every single ship represents every single nation on the planet.
Can you please repeat what you just said in the story? Please.
That's what I reminded Aaron that he's the president of the United States.
I believe he's the United Nations.
I'm an elect.
Yeah, he's.
God.
That was beautiful.
Anyhow.
This is why we need you, Alec. We need you to bring some life back into us. The one-liner.
And there are no other ships in the harbor, none in the ocean. But you feel one behind you, creeping up on you. And as you turn around, you recognize it as the Dragon Queen. Its open maw of the dragon creating a battering ram coming toward you. Suddenly coming to life and opening its maw. Swallowing you.
Mm-hmm.
One last image.
This would be a really cool fan art video.
Bruh.
Animation.
Yes. Holy cow. The amount of work that have to be put into
Like
this
no words
stuff.
at all during the entire video, just the soundtrack. And then just the visualization of what everybody went through.
That'd be terrifying.
And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
as everything is like coming to like swallow our party members like whole, it like it pans back out from their eyes, like the black of their eyes, and like recreates a new scene.
God.
I'm kidding. Like it's maybe it's just me reverting back to 9th grade English and I'm analyzing everything. But I'm analyzing everything.
Oh yeah, I want you to.
There's
so much symbolism.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna
We've
have
all
to.
had fire and we've all had ocean.
Yeah, somebody got a meteor.
Put that image up. All of your eyes open as you stand shoulder to shoulder. Your feet touching cracked clay ground. The air around you is extremely thick, like a smog that has been there for ages. It is brown-gray and swirls in a set pattern. The trees that you can see nearby are either dead or missing. All are cracked apart. And above them, the mist swirling opens up to reveal a mountain larger than any of you could hold in your imagination. Tall enough to block out the sun, and wide enough to block out the horizon. The mountain and land begin to shake, low at first, but soon wildly and uncontrollably. And the top of the mountain shatters in an explosion. From the hole, a terrifying multi-dragon roar erupts.
Oh no.
And and the horns of 5 individual dragons crest over the top of the mountain. Cock-a-doodle-doo! As you all wake up in your own beds.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode of The 8. If you enjoyed, please drop us a like, subscribe, and share with your friends, as it all really helps us a lot. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload next. If you would like to check out the most recent upload, you can click that box in the top left. Or if you're interested in checking out more of the 8 campaign, you can click the box in the bottom left. Again, we hope you enjoyed today's episode, and remember, there's always a seat available at our table. Have a good one.